Okay, guys, we are live on YouTube, and I think if you guys don't mind, I just want to move over to the live on stream so the icons can pop up on the screen. Okay, you're welcome to join me. All right. Good evening, everybody. I know it's short notice and all those things. I'm not sure how many people are viewing. Zibo, you're probably number one. Thank you for joining. If you join late, I'll welcome you again later anyway. So, um. I need to find bad weather. So I started the stream without knowing those facts. So I just want to quickly go to windy.com and see if I can get some bad weather for us. To put everybody in the picture on stream, what we want to do is we want to do a test in the takeoff and also the ILS test. So we want to do a level change slash VNAV hold target speed during the climb in gusty conditions. That's going to be a difficult one to find. And then we want to do the ILS in bad conditions. So let's see if I can get my Edge on screen and you guys can watch with me. Edge. And right, so Christer said that we've got bad weather in Helsinki. So that looks true. That looks really terrible. Stockholm.
Yeah.
Christer,
I also saw Dublin and Berlin. They also have terrible winds on high levels though, but calm on the airports.
okay, yeah, that doesn't really help. Yeah, Dublin is just on the outskirts there. Okay, let's go to wind here quickly. Where's wind? There's wind. Right, so there's Helsinki. At the surface, it's not that bad, and then as we go up, yeah, no, then it becomes terrible. 6,400 feet. See, it's purple and everything. Okay, so weather radar. If we do Helsinki to Bergen, because look, Bergen is also covered with some rubbish, rubbish weather. So yeah, we'll do those two, Helsinki to Bergen. Okay, let's do that. I don't know if we've got such a flight in the VA, but we'll make one. Have to. What? Did I spell it wrong? No? Ugh, this internet is so slow again. Look at this. F5, let's just refresh. I really don't want to have any hassle right now. Come on.
Scheibe ins Terminal rein. Genau, das
Why? Yeah, there we go. To Bergen. I'm going to do a daytime flight, guys, just FYI. We can see better. We don't want to do it in the dark. Runway 15 is the only decent or semi-decent runway, it seems. No, there's others. There's others. Which runway do we usually take? We take 2 right or the 4s, right? So we can take a 4 right. We can take a 4 right. Let's take a 4 right. Okay. Right, then on the other side, put it on 35. That looks like a plan. Right. I'm just going to use that widget as a test now. I can't remember exactly. Oh, yes. I think I've got it now. I can't remember exactly all the settings.
Hello, Nico.
Hello, Pavel.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, same to you. Hope you have a good one. We'll use that one as is. Okay. Let's close that. Good. So let's go and build this route. It's strange. I never knew that you guys can't see the pop-up. I've got a pop-up where I choose my aircraft. It just doesn't show on screen now. Weird. Right, with a nice crosswind, 11 knot crosswind. 5. Right, that's it. Let's generate this thing. You okay? Promise you, that's not where I thought I was going to be standing. Somewhere I made a click error. Load. No, it's not matter, okay. Hello, Jim. Hello, Peter. Hello, Neil. Yes, hello.
Is this 2.7c a new update then?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Recently received?
Just now. That's why the stream happened so quickly. Zibo sent me a message, asked me if I've got time to test it. And yeah, so I said I would do it again because I'm not sure when he's coming into the stream, but he is watching. So Zibo, if you are here now, you know, I already said hello once, but hello, welcome. And to everybody else, welcome. I see we've got 20 viewers and now Max here as well. So great stuff.
Opportune timing. Has he said what he may have?
Yes, I will tell the story just now again, Mac.
No, that's fine.
I'll share it with you just now. We'll just get the basics going quickly.
Yeah, you carry on.
Okay, so what he wants me to test, Mac, is he wants me to test takeoff with VNav as well as level change during gusty conditions. And then he wants me to test the hold, the stability of the glide slope hold in the ILS in the bad weather.
Right.
Okay.
I had a thought earlier on today when I was looking at your last stream and your comment in the dev room. You know, you mentioned the instability on the ILS. I was wondering whether, do you remember you tried an auto land the other night?
Yeah.
It didn't work well, did it?
Yes, no, it didn't.
So I'm wondering if that's related
It is.
to the...
It's all related. No, it is. We did talk about it briefly before when you were not here as well. I believe strongly it's related.
Yeah. So I'm wondering whether it's worth doing an auto land.
Well, the problem we have right now is we can't use the safe flight facility, so it's difficult to do all these things. It means that I will have to do a touch and go, then come back and then do an auto land. But the first one will be manual. Go around, you know, we can do that. The thing that worries me a little bit is I'm going to do an LNAV VNAV takeoff and see how that works, but it means at some point in time we're going to have to do a level change takeoff in gusty winds as well. And it is already almost 10 p.m. So I'm not sure if I'm going to fit everything in tonight. That's the only issue now. I really want to. If we had the facility to save the flight and recall the flight, it would have been easy. Zibo, I know you're in charge of all of that, but you have to follow up with Laminar to fix that problem with the safe flights. It's, you know, in a situation like this, it would have been so ideal to just use it. Now we can't. It's painful. All right, okay. SWE. Sidestep there.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Uh, 62.7, excellent. Padu, welcome. I don't know. Zibo, if you want to answer that, you're welcome. I'm not sure if he's here, you know, how he comes and goes in the stream, but he's the only one that will be able to tell you. Alright, we're not going to worry about that then. Right. Reminds me, I need to check whether I installed this correctly. Yes, it's 7C. Hello, Sander. 152, that's fine. Right direction. Was a good stop on that previous one. There we go, 32. Minutes, 4 minutes to go.
You're going to transmit on
Just for you, Uncle John. Yes, we're working overtime.
Thank you.
Right, starting the APU, so it should be ready shortly. I'm making a mistake. We're at 1 degree, so we're going to have to do the whole anti-icing thing. Let's get that training checklist. I was busy updating it. I haven't finished the update, so I'm going to try to remember everything Sasso said. Right, there's the checklist. It's goes up.
Ground to cockpit, so is driving up.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
All doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
There we go. Alignment's happened. Tone down these guys a little bit.
Tow connected and release pin inserted. Release parking brake.
On the bus. Let's go.
Starting pushback and you may start engines.
Tell him to be your co-pilot, man. Neil says, I'm destroying him. He wants to fly, but his brother is on the way. So I said, well, tell him to be your co-pilot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, one of your mics is open. I don't know which one. One of your mics. No, that's not that. No, it's the mic in Discord. Somewhere there's a mic open.
Cut the sound completely off.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to mute you on the stream, okay? So if you want to talk, you tell me to unmute you, okay?
Yes, that's fine.
That's it. There you go. All right. Hello, spawning salmon. Growls. I know someone else in this home that does something similar sometime.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Yeah, no. Life depends on discretion. Don't use people's names just like that. Not in public. Right, so while we're waiting for him, let's look at the checklist. So between 1 and 10 degrees, and we're currently sitting on 1, so we're borderline. We don't need the anti-icing fluid, so we're going to follow.
And bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you, sir. Right, we're just going to follow that portion, and we'll skip the de-icing for now, because we're at 1. If it changes by the time we get to the end of the runway, we'll go for the de-icing bay. It's at the end of the taxiway anyway. There we go. Start these engines.
Nico.
Yes.
Just in case, I would put on the anti-ice on the aircraft because, you know, in Norway and Sweden and Finland, we very often get ice rain. Rain freezes the second it lands on the vehicle.
I'm with you. Okay, let's do it then. I listen to good advice. That's fine. We'll do it.
Yeah, it happens quite a lot here.
Okay, we're going to do that. Thanks, Thunder.
I'm setting up for a flaps 15 landing.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I lost all my system B because
Mm-mm.
of all the oil fluid is gone.
Ah.
So it won't help with the APU.
Yeah, true. But we were all just chatting, you know, trying to
Yeah,
to give
absolutely.
some input. But that's where the QRH comes in, man.
Oh, it's very handy.
Yeah, but Neil, remember also those paying passengers are only paying 50% of the fare because they do know it's a test flight. So they signed the risk and the waivers and everything.
Yeah, they paid for their own insurances.
Yeah. Right, 13, not 20. Right, okay, so far so good. We have got control. I'll leave it up for now. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go for wing and engine anti-ice. We will not use flaps, and we will taxi now to that de-icing bay. Neil, you need a new better travel agent, buddy. Or you need to speak to HR. I don't know which one conned you into this perception of yours, but yeah, somebody tricked you, man. Neil, Uncle John says under this current conditions, he does not want to fly in this test flight anymore. He says he's staying. The risk is too much. I just need to make up my mind whether this thing on the side is actually a taxiway, because now I'm struggling to make. Okay, yeah, no, it's a taxiway. Make out where we are. He says he's just unscrewed the toilet. He's bailing out. Jim, only Zibo can answer that, but yeah, there's a good chance, yes. There's a fairly good chance it will get released afterwards. I mean, if it works, it works. Yeah, I must say, I love this. This visuals is just stunning, man.
What altitude is it you empty the waste box in the air, Nico?
We'll do it during cruise, Mac. We're going 320. We'll make sure
Okay.
to pull that lever very hard just to make sure it doesn't stay stuck. You know, we want to make sure it releases. So you're a Smurf now. Have you got your white hat and your white socks on?
That's so that they can find you in the snow.
Yes.
Did you not get a parachute for this flight, Neil?
No, he tried. He tried to jump while we're still on the ground. He didn't need a parachute, Mac.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that didn't the insurance package come with a parachute?
Right, the de-icing bay is just here on the left, so just kind of guess where to turn. As the next taxiway will be best. Woo, power is back on. Right, so it looks like this taxiway thing wants to throw us this way, but we're going to go to the right. So we have kind of like a drive through the icing bay. Oh, there is a taxi line over there. Right, enjoy, Neil. If your brother leaves soon enough, you know where to find us. So, on the right is then the icing bay now. There we go. Let's get in there. Right, idle, parking brakes set. Good, so let's get to that checklist. This time I won't forget that important step. Switch wing and engine anti-ice off. Off. APU off. Flaps is up. Speed brake is up. Thrust levers is idle. Stabilizer trim is 5. Yes, sir. Let's see, stabilizer, engine bleed switches goes off. Don't want that nasty stuff in the cabin. Is off. Right. And that will take about 3 minutes.
Haha, I made it.
Good. Proud of you, Krister. That was a challenge, eh?
Real challenge. No flaps.
Excellent.
My flaps didn't deploy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could have used alternate flaps, maybe?
I tried to, but that didn't work.
Okay.
Landing speed 175.
Nice.
Are you using orange and green or not, Nico?
Right. Okay, so this is a trick that Sasso taught me for the bad weather takeoffs. What we can do to assist ourselves to stay straight on this runway when visibility is poor. We're going to set the ILS for the runway, and we have to make sure that we have the correct course value. Then what happens is we can actually follow the flight director on that runway as we run down the runway. I just thought this is a good time to actually use that facility. Looks like they're done. Right, so yeah, about 3 minutes. I'm going to set the timer for 1 minute. Hello, Owen. And I'm not doing South Africa. We're back in Helsinki now.
Is there only one de-icing fluid available, Nico?
For the Zibo, yes.
Okay.
Right, so there we go. 1 minute. I'm going to count the minute there. And then we'll switch the engine bleeds back on, do the stabilizer, trim, engine anti-ice stuff. And again, the wings stay off. And we're also not going to set the taxi flaps yet. Well, with the takeoff flaps during taxi. And then, yeah, the wing anti-ice stays off. And then I'm going to try to remember what Sasso said this morning. It's fairly straightforward, but in the heat of the moment, one tends to sometimes forget. Yeah, you put it to 40, you wait till it's stable. Yes. Okay, sorry, I'm sitting talking here now. There's 1 minute, so that's done. So we can put on those ones. Engine bleeds go back on. Stabilizer trim 5.5. To Bergen, Helsinki to Bergen. Right. Also, I just want to switch on this first officer, the Zibo first officer, so he can, because I don't have Linda with me now. Right, so we're just gonna taxi to the Alden. ENBR, Echo November Bravo Romeo. Right, so we're going to hold short here now, and we're going to put on our parking brake. Right, we're going to then go through all the motions, do all the setups, check the lights, make sure that we have everything we want set up. We'll check everything. Set our flaps. We're going to configure completely before we take off or continue for that run up. So that is done. We're waiting for flaps 5, weather radar, rain radar, and we can just dim that a little bit. We don't need it so harsh in our eyes. Our nav is set. Charlie is on. Right, so we've got flaps 5, green light, and we can tell the ATC we're going to taxi into position and do the 30-second run-up. No, not yet, not yet. Only when we start there with the engines. Realbox Gaming, yoke issue. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what yoke issue. Maybe elaborate a little bit. I have no idea. I've never had a problem with yoke sensitivity, Realbox Gaming. I don't even use curves. I've got an alpha yoke and it just works out the box perfectly. The only thing I had to do was set the switches, but other than that, nothing. If you follow the install guide, I give you some tips and tricks there. I don't know if you followed that, but I basically pull all my sensitivities. All the sliders goes to the right. I make sure that I get the feeling of weight. So the cockpit lighting is much better. Much better. Yeah, very much better. Let me just go a little bit more forward before we... Yeah, wait. A little bit more forward. Just want to get over this hill, because you can see there's like this incline we're climbing over. And there we've kind of reached the top now, so it's fine. It's a little bit better than to run over that thing. Right, so we're going to do our check now. 80% takeoff warnings, nothing. Right, pull it back to idle. And we're going to push 40%. Oh, wait. I said I wanted to enable the first officer. Where do we do that again? Where would we do that? Call outs. Yes. There we go. Yes. Let's have him on. Right. There's 40%. Let's get stability. We're going to keep the wipers going because we don't know what's waiting there in front. Okay. Stable. Push it up to there. Timer. We're running approximately 70% in one. We're waiting to see that we have no problems. I'll wait until about 20. And we're gonna press Toga. Toga, let's go. I think we did it nicely this time. Whoa. This runway and this wind. Look how I'm deflecting. I'm kicking almost full left. and I'm about 90 degrees on this yoke to keep it steady. Yeah.
V1, rotate.
I know there's one little small thing we forgot, Uncle Zai, but it's not the end of the... Wow, that was a tough one. That was tough, but we made it.
400.
Right, Command A, let's see. All right, Zibo, there's your first test, sir. We're climbing out with LNAV, VNAV in terrible conditions. Let's see.
And that is expected in that condition, Nick?
Sorry, say again, Abiola?
If that was expected normally in that condition.
Yes,
so...
yeah, that's expected. Realbox Gaming, because I'm part of the development team of this aircraft, so my responsibility first of all is with this aircraft, above and beyond any and everything else. This is my life, so to speak, and MSFS 2020 is just the place I go to just blow off steam and relax a little bit when I'm fed up this side, you know, and I just need a break. So it's not based on just simming, it's just my life is this side. Tell you what, this is stable. Hello, Cole, by the way. Sorry, I don't know if I said hello. It's 7 degrees, not the end of the world, but I'd rather have those switches on than not. Okay, so one of the things he wants me to check is that speed during the climb. Yeah, that speed's rocking, man. Yes, Cole, thank you, and you?
And you know, I see that happens with also some other airplanes either.
It does.
Going up and down, yeah.
But it's still stable.
Yeah. That's not good. That's a laminar issue, obviously. No, it's laminar. I don't know. Something's messed up with the shaders or something. Maybe.
It's hunting again in the turn.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, a little bit you can expect that, but not to the degree you get in a bank angle. That's too much.
Well, it's a 25-degree bank angle. It's gone to. That's
yeah, but
20.
that's expectable in this kind of weather. That's okay.
Yeah.
But so long as you don't get any warnings.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be too much.
Yeah. Listen to that rain. One 194 at 27. So we can't really check now. I want to leave it on here because you'd like to see. I feel bad for watching around anyway. Video, so. Hello 737, welcome, welcome.
This is good.
Sorry, you broke up. Say again.
This is good.
Shaky, shaky.
So much alive.
Yeah, we don't fly on rails, my friend. We don't fly on rails. It just doesn't happen.
We never do.
Yeah, but some simmers think we do. They expect it.
Yeah, but they could stick to Microsoft.
MI16 driver, it's not that easy anymore. In X-Plane 12, I promise you, depending on the area in the world where I fly, I change my sliders. Because the X-Plane world, in my opinion, is not very well optimized. Some areas are just terrible on frame rates. So you drop all your sliders to the left. Then you get an area like this where the sliders go way to the right almost, you know. Some of them are way to the right. So it's very difficult to say. You're going to have to find a rhythm of your own in your own computer with your own computer's capabilities, you know, to see how to get the best visual settings. It's difficult, man. At this point in time, you can't have one setting to fit all. It just doesn't work all over the world. As a matter of interest, guys, the extra sounds and stuff that you hear comes from XP Realistic. So if you don't hear it in your Zibo, it's just XP Realistic. It's playing in the background.
If I remember correctly, we also used to have a very high climb rate between flight level 240 and 280. Yeah.
Yes, Jim, that was X-Plane 11.
So, Nico, just a question. Swinging in this weather to the left and the right continuously, is this very small? Is normal or?
Yeah, no, it will be normal. If you look at the wind condition, the wind is not constant from one direction. So we are obviously experiencing gusting of some sorts. Okay, and the gusting needs to be addressed, compensated for.
Got it.
MI16 driver, another thing. I switched from NVIDIA to an AMD graphics card, okay? And in the AMD world, there are only like one or two drivers that actually work with X-Plane, the rest don't. So if you are using an AMD system, you're going to have terrible FPS, no matter how big card you buy and how much money you spend on it, just because of the drivers. You must make sure that you get the right driver. If you're on NVIDIA using an NVIDIA card, then just stick to the latest one. Jim, yes, I do. There are still reasons why I still keep my Explain 11 and still fly it. But it's difficult because I'm so used to the nice visuals and things now in 12 that it's not that easy to just go back unless I have a purpose to go back. Right, we're at 24 now. Usually from here upwards, we've got that yo-yo effect with the nose. So let's see what it does now. Yeah, you need to try.
There it goes.
Yeah, you need to try 22.51. If you use 22.51, you should get double or 3 times your FPS. 22.51. It's the second last driver. Much better. That's what I'm using now. This is what you're looking at. That's the one. It's less bad, Mac. It's less bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not jumping up and down like it used to do.
Yeah, the deviation isn't as big.
Well,
No.
it's more damped, but
Yes.
it's still.
Yeah, it's
I
still
mean,
brought
there's
down.
Yeah, but
there's
if you think
850 and 1750. It's,
yeah,
Sorry,
but
Chris.
if you think about it, I mean, a variation about 10 knots up or down, that would be pretty normal, right?
Yeah, but we're not even getting a variation of 10 knots. We're getting like
No.
3 or 4 knots difference, and then we lose like 1,000 feet per minute in the climb.
Yeah.
So I think the scale. I don't know. Zibo will have to check.
Yeah, that's what's my thought too. We have to check it. Because
But at least now we're not stalling or falling out the sky. You know, we're not down to like 220 knots, which we had a couple of versions ago with Explain. Yeah, it was terrible then.
oh yeah, this is so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
see, we're 400 feet now. 400.
Yeah. I noticed that the speed bug jumped a little bit back. It's like the speed got reduced on the speed tape, and now we're climbing again. So there was like a transition. And then
You've gone to Mach number now.
Yeah. Yes, I see. That's probably the transition I noticed. I didn't look at the numbers, but I noticed when the speed bug dropped.
So you're no longer chasing the AIS. Just the AIS will reduce.
Yeah, and also throttle as at least keep it stable, no?
Yeah.
Which I remember in the past was going up and down probably more frequently.
Yes.
Very
Thing
nice.
is, it should still be N1 thrust all the way, so the engine thrust isn't changing.
MI16 driver, also another thing. If you're flying Explain 11, make sure you use Vulkan with AMD. If you use OpenGL, even with that better driver, it sucks. So go to Vulkan. Better option in Explain 11 for AMD.
How's Nico?
Very nice, Nico. Thank you very much for streaming. I have to go, unfortunately.
Okay, Krista.
Yeah.
See you, Krista.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Right, so we are at the top. We made it, we survived, we climbed. Zibo, I hope you like what you see, and now it's in your hands. Thank you so much. Now it's a question of getting to the other side and landing, doing the ILS thing.
Yeah, I think Zibo's addressed, well, Zibo and Twixter have addressed much of the problems that's in their hands.
Yeah. Well, in my 16 driver, I don't know what kind of a system you have, but take a screenshot quickly. That's my settings in this area. When I go to the UK, I drop most of my settings on these 3 scales down there. Otherwise, I just get rubbish FPS. Thanks.
Which AMD card have you got? AM16, and what monitor are you using? A 1080p?
One and a half hours. 1.5 hours. I suppose I could have done a circuit. Next time we'll do a circuit to test. Yeah, what we'll do is when we do the next test, we'll just do a circuit. The only thing is we're going to land just before midnight our time now. It's almost 22:11. So I'll try my best to quickly just do a circuit somewhere.
Right. Just, although you had a look at Nico's graphics settings, just remember that yours M6 driver are slightly weaker, so you may have to pull the sliders back one more notch.
Good night, Uncle John. You go sleep, that's fine.
Night, John.
Yeah, if you just change your driver, first of all, you're going to get much better FPS. Just change the driver first, then start hunting your settings. You know, the one thing I've never used in X-Plane is the time acceleration function. Do you know how it works? I don't know how it works. Because I'm thinking out loud now, maybe if we accelerate the time a little bit.
Alt T, Nico. Alt, Tango.
Okay, there's 8 times ground speed. Let's see. Yeah, it's 8 times. Yeah. Thanks, Peter. Yeah, we might as well just push it. I mean, we're not testing anything in the cruise. So let's push it a little bit. Then maybe you can stay awake. Yeah, Uncle John says he apologizes, but yeah. I've never used this function.
Must pay attention with 8 times in the curves, huh?
Well, the thing is, as I'm looking at it now, it doesn't really look as if it's going much faster, and then all of a sudden I see now it's moving. Yeah, now it's going.
It will overshoot your points, huh?
That's fine. Just before top-off descent, we'll quickly slow down again. Woohoo! Shoo!
Concord.
HD simulation. Yes. We have to work for a change, eh? I like this one. Call me Superman. Let's see what it does with this big turn here. Yeah, it's getting the HD simulation. The guys are getting it together now, it seems.
Okay, do direct to Taki position and report ready for descent. Take 0323.
I see this thing struggles to stay on that magenta line at this speed, eh? Yeah. Look at that. Only 180 nautical miles to go for top of descent. 180. It's dropping like water. Yeah, it does. It does. Yes, I like this. I hate doing this. It's not how I simulate, but anyway, for tonight it's good. Okay,
1
Yeah. Yeah. It is hunting a little bit, eh? Yeah. The stop of descent coming. Wow. Ah, well. There it's off. Okay. Good shit. Alright, so let's dive into this baby. Ah, man. I switch on the thermal view or something, night vision. What? Alt and T. Alt T. Yeah. I didn't even know what that command was, man. Yeah. Well, this is the first time in my whole life in any simulator I've used it. Never used it before. Right, so that is done. Let's get this thing online. Let's see. I hope the weather is still bad once we get to that place, to Bergen. Yeah, it just looked, but I didn't pay attention. See, 250 at 11, gusting 22 is the wind. So yeah, that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be nice. It must just stay there now. Oh, it's not far, 100 nautical miles or something. About 100. Yeah. Yeah. Probably. HD simulation, give me a second, I'll have to go and read it again, so I need to go find it quick. You need Antonio's plugin, you need Python, and then you need that other plugin in the middle. That's the 3 steps, but I need to go find it now.
If you want, Nico, I can share the link with all the instruction.
Yeah, no, I've got it. So I'm gonna quickly publish it here again. Thanks, Abiolo. Right, so if you go there and we go to there. Okay. You see there, you need this actual plugin, which you get from assets down here. That's your source code, right? You go in there, you get it. Then you need this plugin, which you get from there, plus all the instructions is there. And then you need Python, and it's not 3.8 anymore. You need Python 3.10, okay? In that instruction over there, they tell you it's 3.10 that you need. And that's where you get the Python. So those are the 3 steps. You get this plugin, the Antonio one, that one, and that one. 3 steps. If that helps. Right, so there, 75 nautical miles for top of descent. Yeah. Are you going to make it? Yeah. Yeah. See, it's not anymore. Hello, Tommy. Thanks, SK son. The alarm bells would have gone off, and then I would have woken up. And also, we didn't do the minimums. And what was that? 982.
So Nico, today is my first day using the 2.6, but in previous flight with the previous version, using ILS, I was facing kind of not being in line with the and getting the localizer before and start heading direct to the airport. Does this has been happening to you before?
Well, one of the things we're testing now is the new ILS code, because the ILS has been wonky for a couple of versions already. So we'll see what happens now.
All right, gotcha.
Ooh, look at these clouds. They're high today. $32. That's good to know, Tommy. Right, so let's recap what I think I'm going to do. When we get there, I'm going to do a touch and go, right? Then I'm going to go up to level up instead of a VNAV takeoff from the touch and go, right? Because that's the one thing he also wanted to see. So I'm going to do level up. I'm going to climb a little bit. And then what I'll do is I'll use heading select. Then what we do is we turn around, we come back and do an auto land, if we can. Yeah, this is actually not really an auto land runway. That's the only problem. But for the hell of it, we might as well just try it. Why not? Yeah, this is a Cat 1 runway, so. No, it's supposed to be Cat 3 for auto land. But this isn't. So. It might work, might not work. We won't know. But we're going to try. Tom's Flight Sim World, good afternoon, welcome. Or good evening or good morning, wherever you're from. I just started the descent. I can't wait anymore. Uncle John says, I must check if you all are still awake. Are you guys awake?
Yeah.
Still here.
Okay.
we are.
Okay.
We're all setting up a plan. Didn't you know that?
Okay. No, well, I need to ask. Now you told me. Zibo, are you still awake? I didn't realize this flight was going to be so long. I just looked short enough. So anyway, thank goodness for that acceleration. Now I also know how it works. Thanks, Peter. Yeah. No, we'll fly cowboy style. Don't worry. He learned from me. You just don't know it. Yep. Now I've just cut out that whole arc. We don't need the arc. Just want to get as close to the ILS as possible. So that's one waypoint before the final approach fix.
All loaded up and you are good to go.
Go, Mac, go.
Yep.
We're getting there, we're getting close. Hey, Kent. Sounds good. Glad you're here.
Well, I also will be landing in about 25 minutes. I will test also the ILS.
Okay. Selim, what is the magenta line? I don't know what you mean, to be honest. Do you mean this one here on the speed tape? This one? That's just a setting. That's just a feature you can switch on and off in the EFB. The bottom end is when it will spool up if it's slowed down, and that's where it will slow down if it's spooled up. You know, so it's just the range in which it can operate safely and properly. Right, landing lights on. Secure the cabin again. See. I don't know the Airbus that well. I'm not sure if they've got something like that. This was a feature one of the guys at Southwest requested and Zibo put in. So I don't know who else uses it, but I heard they use some of it. So I just like it, so I keep it on. Right, okay. So we need to start prepping a little better now. The go around will happen at, we're going to climb to 3,000 feet and we're going to go into the hold at the point after we turn to the right. No, Kent, I'm not using auto in X-Plane 12. Right, this is the first time I'm using the speed brake a little bit because it is running away with us. Now, in changing to the local QNH, we jumped a little bit under our BNAV path. So, we lost that a little bit, it seems. A little bit low. What happens now? Speed brake armed, auto brakes armed. Yeah, there it's lifting the nose now a bit. Don't drop it now, boy. Don't drop it. Catch up. Okay. We're getting there, Uncle John. We're getting there. I don't know, man. Yeah, you have to order it from Boeing. So when you order your aircraft, you have to check the box if you want it or not. Here we're on the profile again. Kent says hello. He says hello. He's pointing thumbs up. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't think it was washing. I thought it was something with clapping or something. $350.
1,000 to go. $1,000 to go. 1,000 to go. $1,000 to go. $1,000 to go.
Although it's holding it. Oh, hang on, we lost it there. It's coming. Although it's holding it, Nico, it's not very stable, is it?
Well, the weather.
He's still getting pretty good wind fluctuations there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm on about. Yeah.
ILS, Kent. ILS now.
Hello, Nico.
And
Hello.
it overflew that ILS then, didn't it?
Yeah.
How's the new fix?
So far so good. Excellent MI16. Yeah, it's worth it, man. Worth it.
2,500.
There's the runway. No, Bergen. Bergen.
Got a good crosswind there, Nico.
Yeah, slightly from behind as well, and it's a moving one. I mean, it's not stable. Little bit from the side, little bit from the back, little bit from the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, it moves. It moves. It's between like 7 o'clock and 11 o'clock.
And it's playing havoc with your airspeed.
Yeah, that's why.
Look at it.
That's why I've got a little bit more in the box there, because otherwise we might run out.
Feet stabilized, missing approach altitude 7.
All right, go around flaps 15. Flaps 10. Gear up. Flaps 10. So that wasn't too bad.
Now, given what Zibo's got to play with in X-Plane 12 at the moment, I think he did very well there.
Yeah, I think so too. All right. So we're doing the level change thing, Zibo, as you asked.
Thousand to go.
Right, so the aircraft's going to go into a hold there in front. When we get to the hold, I'm going to actually start climbing a little bit, right, to see what the level change does, just to get to a more higher altitude. Hello, Dracula. So we're pretending to do another flight, but we're not. We're just going to manipulate a little bit. We want to see how it holds the speed with level change. And you can see it's quite turbulent, so it's nice practice weather. Look at that rain. Kent, we advised him to go to 22.51, which is what I'm using, and yeah, the rest will be up to settings. He did go and he did get quite a nice increase in FPS just by changing the driver. Now it's finding the right settings. So what we'll do when we get into the hold is we'll just reprogram that approach, turn around and go try an auto land just for the hell of it.
$2,500.
It's climbed to about 10,000. See what it does. Dracula is in and out of the stream, yes. He doesn't announce himself in and out, but he's watching with one eye at least. Huge difference when you go to standard, hey? Wow.
Thousand to go.
No, I'm using standard resolution. I don't have a 4K screen, so it's pointless for me to try the 4K. Okay, Zibo says if the second attempt is good at the ILS, he'll release 2.7. Yeah, then you guys can get it as well. Uncle John, I'm going to try, but if it does something stupid, I'll just take over and then I'll just land manually. That was my idea, not his, my idea. Because I'm curious. No, Zibo just wants to know that the ILS is working. So I was curious about the auto land. Yes, it looked like it, yes. What do you guys think? Was the ILS glide slope a little better? It was more stable, it wasn't yo-yoing? Yeah.
It was definitely holding the fix better, although the winds were gusting, yeah.
Yeah, considering the winds, I think it did very well.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is why I'm thinking the autoland, if it spots a touchdown point, then it's really under control on the ILS and the winds aren't having a stupid effect on it.
Yeah. So I'm also testing quickly the level change in the descent because we did VNAV descent earlier and that was really nice. I like that. That was really good. Let's see what happens with level change descent as well.
I don't know if it's really possible still in X-Plane 12, but it was possible to blow the plane off the runway with manually set winds. Yeah,
I tried it in the Cessna once. I haven't tried it in the Zibo. I know about
also,
that.
Yeah.
There was a hurricane once in the US, and I thought I was brave. Went there with a Cessna. The moment I spawned, I just said, yeah, you know, that stall warning, and that thing just blew like a kite off the runway. MI16, yeah. Now just play with your drivers. Not the explain settings. Sorry, that's what I mean. Just play with it, and you'll see. Depending on where you are in the explain world, you're gonna pull them more right, and otherwise pull them more left. I like the go around we did just now. That was really nice.
That was very smoothly done, Nico, to be fair.
Thanks, Mac.
This level change, the speed is being controlled very well given the wind.
Absolutely.
And although there's some variation in descent rate, it's not stupid.
Yeah. I'm sitting here thinking, can you imagine the mathematics running in the background here? If this, then that, continuously, up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yeah. Having said that, the variation in the feet per second, the descent rate, it would give you errors on your landing rate. I know you're nowhere near approach yet.
We're getting there, Mac. We're getting there.
Yeah. It's about the same as the VNAV rate on the climb out, isn't it, Nico?
Looks like it, yeah. But I like it, man. This is so much better.
Oh, we definitely improved. Yeah. Now Zibo's working wonders again with what he's got to play with.
$1,000 to go. $2,500.
I'm setting up for the return now. Look at those wings. Now you can check the wings. wind is alive, man. I tell you what, that wind moves. Hi, Rob. Ah, 170 now. Indicated. Wind speed 16. Well, welcome to the stream. I see we've got a couple of new viewers too. Guys, welcome. Welcome. Right, Zibo, we're turning on the last finals now almost. So, first one was really nice. Looking forward to this one as well. Okay, the gusts is not reported in the METAR anymore. No, well, it is in real time, but in the METAR it's not mentioned, so we'll see what happens now. No, it is, definitely. In real time we've got some, but in the METAR it's not the 22 gusts anymore. A bit of an overshoot as we mentioned, but that can be tweaked. $170.
You going for auto land?
Mac, let's set up for the auto land. Oops, now I take it off approach. Let's set up. If it doesn't work, I'll just quickly take over here. But
Yeah,
let's
no.
see what it does. So what we're looking at is the stability on the glide slope. That's what we want. We don't want that yo-yo effect again.
Yeah.
That yo-yo effect was a lot. Bringing back the glide 60. Yeah, way stable. Way stable. Ouch. Hey, Steel. Yeah, no, now it sits on that glide slope. Zibo did a good job. Thanks, man.
Yeah, that's looking good.
I'll keep the blades going there just in case we get a bit of rain later.
Now you've got your lock on.
Yeah, no, it's staying there. Even with the speed fluctuating, the ball fluctuated now for the first time. And it's going to dive now, so I'm going to go down. It's the first time it's fluctuated that badly. Didn't do it earlier. So let's see how it recovers.
500.
Yeah, it's recovered very well. See, it was just that one dip now that it had, but I'm happy so far.
Yeah, it's going to struggle to perhaps spot the landing, but
let's see.
100.
Yeah.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
That was perfect.
Beautiful.
Okay. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this. This was cool.
Yeah. This 2.7 is definitely working a lot better than
Much
2.6
better.
is.
Much better.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. And there you go. He says he's released it. Thank you so much, Zibo.
Wow. Thank you, Zibo.
Thank you, Zibo.
Thanks for watching with. Yeah, it was literally just that one dip there at the end, but I mean, the aircraft recovered well, so that's something that can always be tweaked a little bit afterwards. But 2.7, there you go, guys, go enjoy it. He says the changelog is improved AP, glide slope, level change, VNAV speed. That's the changelog. Yay.
Thank you, Zibo. Brilliant.
Thank you, sir. Okay, gents, I'm going to just taxi, do my thing, shut down, and then we'll stop the stream. So give me a couple of minutes. Obviously, the update is in Zibo's Google Drive already. I'll pick it up here from the dev room, and then I'll distribute it in my Google Drive and also in the torrents. So it's going to take a couple of minutes to go live on the torrents and on my Google Drive. But until then, see how much you can take from his Google Drive. By the way, I see lately that both our Google Drives are being overutilized again, and they are blocking the users. Remember, we can only serve 750 gigabyte per day out of those things. That's why we have the torrents, and that's why we have explain.to to distribute the Zibo mod. So if you run into a problem with the Google Drive, consider torrents first, and then once a week I'll update explain.to and you guys can get the full pack from there. Then you don't need to worry about updated fixes and things. Thanks, Tommy. Okay, HD Simulation. Guys, go support him when he streams again. It's a bit late. It's almost midnight for us here, if not already. Yeah, it's 45. So it's 15 minutes to midnight. So it's a bit difficult for me to watch. But guys, go support him and have fun. I suppose I can get rid of the wipers. There's no water now. What? Yeah, I will. So that's going to take me just past midnight. I'm just going to park somewhere here. It's not the normal terminal, but anyway. Baie dankie, Rob. Ek gaan lekker slaap. It's always nice to go sleep when we did a job well done and everything works and the customers are happy, you know? I'm just going to make a parking right here. Yeah. Good night, everybody. And for the guys still in daytime, have fun for the rest of your day. We'll speak again tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to probably be out most of the day, me and Uncle John and my son. So the streams will probably only happen late afternoon, if even, you know, evening. Yes. So guys must have fun. Zibo, sleep well, buddy. We'll talk in the morning. Let me just see what is sent here. Oh, you're welcome, Zibo. I love it, and the guys love it as well. Yeah, that's. I mean, the viewer count went into the 40s there at this stage. So I'm glad you guys enjoy it. Cheers, guys. Let me jump off.
Thank you, all of you.